This is a flip through of an altered Reader's Digest lapbook I created. They measure 5 1/4 by 7 5/8. I've used silk ribbon to tie it up. There was 2 matching book covers, Reader's Digest book covers. On this side, as you open it up, there's a pocket here. Let's see if I can do this. This tab isn't joined to that. It's just to show that there's a folded up, double printed piece of paper. I think I used Victoria Designs papers in this one. I know one was like grungy florals. And then this one, I'm not certain where it came from, but she does beautiful papers, digitals. On the back here is some die cuts that I've used some aged and some gold gilding polish on there. Another die cut that's just been distressed with some Tim Holtz inks. The circles are made with embossed, metallic embossing powder. And here I've included a large journal and tag using some of her papers. And some fussy cut florals from a vintage book I have. And this was a coin envelope, I think, or document envelope from Hobby Lobby. On this side is an altered envelope that I've covered with the paper. I've actually made the square, the opening a little larger. Some more fussy cut florals. And another piece of that double printed paper inside. Inside this pocket. So it shows through the window. Really pretty papers. Some printed like ledger paper been attached here just for a nice journaling spot. There's lots of laces throughout. In here, which is a pocket on this side, is a journaling card made with some of those papers, a quarter of a vintage doily, and just some collage work, fussy cut florals, inlined, and all's been stitched around with like a camel colored thread. Is another one, and I used a washi sticker, butterfly. Some of that trim I cut out. And the stenciling in the back. On this side, I just used some trim and made some, you know, tuck-ins tuck-ins, and they tucked in a little piece of ephemera that I've lined the backs. Over here is 2 fabric pockets, some trim on them, and then more collaged journal card. I think this may be a Tim Holtz cut. And then this is from one of those kits, Victoria Designs. Up in this one is, I decreased the size and made 2 little notebooks with some vintage, not vintage, I think it's fairly new notebook, like notebook paper, journal paper. Thought those were cute, and some of the Tim Holtz, his washi tape. In this pot is another die cut that's been embossed with Tim Holtz, the distressed or whatever, the embossing powders. And some seam binding that I've dyed also. And this is an envelope, also a pocket with one of those folded up. And then there's gold, sorry about the glare, there's gold gift wrap paper, the tissue paper, but it's gold behind there. And then here's another one, those papers. On this side is some lace trim, and you can see that I used the gold paper over here too. On this side in the pocket, some more of those beautiful papers. This is another one that I've created with those quarters of those vintage doilies a friend had given me a while ago. On this side is a pocket that also has a folded up piece of paper. And a piece of ephemera. On this side, in this little tuck with some trim on it, is another little notebook. Over here is a tuck with another one of those journaling cards in the pocket here, and this can also be used as a tuck. I've used this vintage quilt pattern paper I have in the center spine. I mean, not paper, fabric. It's really pretty. And it went well with it. And here's a little collage work. We're using some fabric and some of the pieces, scraps. I made a little collage work there. Here's another card that I've actually taken a brad and cut it like the clock hands on that clock. And then another one of these cards that's from her kid. And it's just made to look pretty. This opens up this way. And in the center here is a large pocket. It's about 1/8 or 1/4 inch thick around. And I've included the journal part that has various pages inside. And that tucks in there. It's a really pretty kit. I've used some more of that lace around the edge so it carries throughout. On this side I've included, this is a bunch of Tim Holtz ephemera, little ephemera pieces that fit in well with this. I mean, they all can be removed and put in what you like, but I just thought they were a cute addition to this. There's 2 little pockets here. That flips open, a journaling spot. There's 2 more pockets here with another one of those doily cards I made with the fussy cut image. And slots done in 1 sheet of paper, but it's been backed with a stronger paper back there. And another little booklet. I enjoy making these. I double side print them onto lightweight. It's a cardstock. It's a beautiful cardstock. Now, if I can get it back in there. I think I'm putting in the wrong one. There is a slot at the top, but I didn't put anything up there because that one goes that far. There's a little shorter slot at the top there. I made these probably 3 months ago. On this side, I've used some heavyweight circles in the expanding pockets and some embroidered rose trim in there also. Some more trim. Labels. Lots. There's 2 large pockets, but they each expand out 1 inch. And I put in some of my, these are vintage stationery set. This would be the envelope and the paper that I found at a antique store, a thrift market here. This one's really pretty with the pansies, purple pansies, I think. And even the paper. In this one is some rice paper. Stationery set and envelope. It's rice paper. It's really, and the stationery papers, really pretty. They're fine. I can't see writing on those, but they're really pretty. And one more of the purple pansy one. Beautiful envelopes. I'm gonna have to get a little bit of glue there. These were extremely fun to make. This was some colored, I think it's braided yarn, I'm not certain. Or it's single strands. It's really pretty. It's not yarn, it's cotton. Like cotton. There are book corners to protect it. This spine measures almost 2 inches, 1 7/8, and the smallest spines are each 7/8. It's braid trim. This is a green cotton fabric. Some trim on the spine. And this is the original book part, this part in this. And thank you for looking, and have a great day.